What is up, people of the GrayScale? As you can see, I am sitting in my truck. If you don't know already, I am Tim. I am one half of the GrayScale podcast, and it is Wednesday night. It's a little bit after 8, but that's because I was at an event at church. I normally do this at 8, but today we're doing it at 8:25-ish. So yeah, this is 10 Minutes with Tim, where I give you 10 minutes worth of my 2 cents. Tonight, I want to talk a little bit about self-doubt, right? And what that looks like to me right now in my life. If you've been watching the show a little bit, you know that I've been recording some music, like some Christian themed hip hop stuff, with a few people, and I really enjoy it. It's too fun. Like, I really love it. But I haven't really been writing a lot. The first song I did, someone else wrote, for me. I mean, I helped, but they basically wrote it for me. And I've been telling myself that I'm not a good writer, that I just want to perform, right? But then I listened to the stuff that I did write, or I read the stuff that I'm writing, and I'm like, this stuff's actually not bad, right? But I still doubt myself about it, and I'm like, oh, I'm not really a writer, you know? And so I wonder what that might look like in your life. Like, I feel like everyone's got an equivalent to that sort of thing in their own lives, where they're telling themselves they can't do something, or they're not good enough, or they should just let someone else help out with it, or whatever the case is, when in reality, like, they could do it. They can do the thing. And that's really where I'm at in my personal life right now with that, is like, the people around me are telling me that I can do it, and that I do have the talent enough to do it. But I'm telling myself that I can't. And I'm not sure why that is, but I just don't know. I don't know why it is, but I'm trying to figure it out so that I can stop doing it. I actually sat down the other night. I went and downloaded some music from a website on the internet, and I sat down and I started writing this song. And I wrote like the chorus for it, and started writing a nice verse for it, and it's actually pretty good, I think. Like, I'm singing it in my head, and I'm like, man, this sounds pretty good, you know? But then I didn't finish it. This was last night. I didn't finish it, and this morning I wake up, and I'm like, in the shower, and I'm like, you know what? Like, that song's not that good. And I was like, I'm not going to finish it. It's not good enough to finish. I'm just going to let it ride, you know? I'll write something else, or I'll get someone else to finish it, or whatever, right? But I'm sitting in church just now at this event that we're doing, that we had tonight. And I'm like, you know what, man? Like, what is that? Like, what's telling me I can't do it? Why am I telling myself I can't do it? Just sit down, just get back to work. Just sit back down with it and start writing again, and see if you can finish it, you know? So, like, that's where my head's at now. And that's what I encourage you to do if you're in a similar place, right? If you're in a similar place of, I'm not sure if I'm good enough, or you've got this idea in your head for a short story or a book or whatever, or you want to make music or whatever the case is, right? and you've got it in your head that you're not good enough, just start doing it. Like, just pull the trigger, man. Just get going. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, start writing something down, start planning out the thing. If it's a, maybe you want to build a car you got a project car and you haven't been doing anything with it. Like, sit down and start making a list of parts that you need to pick up. Don't think of it as a thing that could overwhelm you, though, because I know with that kind of thing specifically, like, those parts cost money. And so, like, if you start writing them all down and you start realizing how much money it's going to take, sorry about that, you start realizing how much money it's going to take to finish, and then you get downtrodden a little bit. But don't think of it that way. Just start chipping away at it little by little. If you're trying to write a book, sit down and write one page, write one chapter. Whatever the case is, I just encourage you to just start. I think that's the biggest thing. Just start. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, right? So just get out there, get started. Whatever the thing is that you've been wanting to do your whole life and you've been putting it aside because people tell you can't, or you think you're going to look stupid, or for me personally, like, doing rap music, I'm almost 40 years old. So starting a rap career, quote unquote, seems ludicrous. Not the rapper ludicrous, literally ludicrous. It seems crazy to want to start rapping and making music at 40. Who would do that? Apparently I would. Don't worry about how people, and I know that my friends, except for the ones that the ones that are encouraging me and aren't, like, making fun, quote unquote, I put my focus in those places because, I know that some of my friends are definitely looking at this, even if they're not saying it to my face, they're definitely looking at this thing as like, what in the world is he doing? This is stupid. You know what I mean? But the ones that are encouraging me and that do have my back, those are the people I'm putting my focus on. So find you a few friends that will encourage you and won't make fun or won't tell you you're dumb or whatever, and focus on those people. Don't worry about those other people and just get after it. So that's all I got to say. I got to get home. I don't want to drive and record, so I'm dipping out. Get out there. Take the first step. This has been 10 Minutes with Tim, where I give you 10 minutes worth of my 2 cents, and the grayscale is going black.